Should medical marijuana be legal? This week's big issue in the Bangkok Post. This is Dave Kendall with The Big Issue, a video companion to the hard-hitting Sunday column by legendary Bangkok Post journalist Alan Dawson. This week, Alan writes, on the same day that a poll in Thailand reported a majority of citizens in favor of legalizing medical marijuana, the US federal government's anti-drug enforcers signed off on a plan to grow, harvest and provide to researchers 2.45 tons of cannabis next year. Alan, thanks for joining us. Why the change, and can you foresee marijuana being legalized here?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting subject because marijuana has been lumped in with the narcotics trade for so long that there's an awful lot of opposition to taking it off. But in fact, there's a groundswell of opinion towards legalizing marijuana, but at the same time the researchers and the academics are finding things about marijuana that we never knew before, particularly on the medical side.
Now, you say a poll of the Thai equivalent of the DEA, the Office of Narcotics Control Board, would show a solid majority in favor of legalization. A cynic might say, really, because the more things that are against the law, the more opportunities for bribes and profits from the illicit market. Now, obviously you're not a cynic, but just imagine.
I presume that's a controversial statement that I made, but you know, I've been covering the narcotics and drug trade for a long time, and about the mid-'80s I placed this change of attitude on marijuana. The professionals, the drug agents, the narcotics agents pretty much stopped looking for marijuana except in huge shipments. And the paranoia continued that, oh, if I smoke a marijuana cigarette, I'm going to go to jail. But in fact, agents from both America and Thailand stopped looking for that sort of thing a long time ago, even though they continued to bust nickel bags of heroin. They pretty much stopped searching for individual users of marijuana.
Okay. If marijuana is legalized for medicinal purposes, how is it going to be possible in Thailand to keep this supply chain intact and prevent it from being siphoned off for substantial profits along the way? I mean, if you can't stop temple funds from being embezzled, how can you keep a grip on ganja?
Great questions. I'm not sure just how legalization would work in Thailand. You know, I lived in Colorado for a few years, and I could see the medical marijuana and then the legalized marijuana come in, and it's very commercial. It's very, very lucrative, and it can get violent at times. So just exactly how Thailand's going to do this over the years, and it will take many years, that's a very good question, and I, for one, don't have a good answer about it.
We will wait and see. Alan Dawson, Big Issue columnist, thanks for joining us. Read The Big Issue every Sunday in the Bangkok Post print edition, the e-newspaper, or at bangkokpost.com. Leave your comments below or on the bangkokpost.com website. I'm Dave Kendall. Have a good week.